I want y'all to imagine yourself going, like, not being able to eat the whole day. How will you feel that day? Maybe with a headache, maybe weak. Okay, imagine yourself doing that for 25 days, and the only thing you have tasted is just water. Just nothing but water, not going outside, not having communication with no one, just being locked up in a room. I have heard lectures in my past history class. I came from Arizona. Cesar Chavez is like really, really important to Arizona because he was born in Yuma, Arizona. And there's a film that came out in 2014 called Cesar Chavez. History is made one step at a time, directed by Diego Luna. Today I will discuss how Cesar Chavez fought to get rights for labor workers, which led him to become best known as a Latino American civil rights activist. I'm going to start off with his youth and then talk about his organization and his strikes that he did and his starvation just to get rights for immigrants, farmer workers. Cesar Chavez was born in Yuma, Arizona in March 21st, 1927. He was son of Juana and Lavera Chavez. Chavez grew up in a small adult home. His family owned a grocery store and ranch, but their ranch and their store was lost during the Great Depression. Many of us ask ourselves, what makes Cesar Chavez starve himself just for a plain, normal farmer workers? When he was young, Chavez and his family worked as immigrant farm workers. The Chavez family would pick peas and lettuce in the winter, cherries and beans in the spring, corn and grapes in the summer, and cotton in the fall. Chavez witnessed the harsh conditions of farm workers would suffer. The employers would often not be paid. They would work just to live in a shack for the family and with no medical or other basic facility according to the Youth for Human Rights. After ending his career on the field in 1952, he became an organizer, which led him to important strikes in the U.S. One of the two important strikes that he did was in 1965, when the company, the Lawn and Grape Growers, cut the pay rates for the workers. Chavez left the strike of California grape, but the strike lasted more than 5 years. Chavez asked college students and religious workers to tell everyone to not buy grapes for 5 years. For 5 years, so which more than 13 million people supported him. So in the last 5 years, no one bought grapes at all. And the strike was getting out of hand. In 1966, a hearing was held where Robert F. Kennedy expressed support for the farmer workers during the hearing, according to Wikipedia 2014. The second strike happened in the early 1970s. Chavez organization organized the Saddle Bull strike. The Saddle Bull strike happened to be the biggest strike in the U.S. history. More than $500,000 a day were missed. The strike ended on March 26, 1971, when they decided to follow Chavez's rights for the legal farmers. After Chavez led the United Farm Workers of America for 31 years, which achieved unexpected gains for farm workers. According to Chavez Foundation, published in 2012, Cesar Chavez achieved rest periods, toilets in the fields, clean drinking water, hand washing facilities, banning discrimination in employment and sexual harassment of women workers. He also established medical benefit for farmer workers and their families through the Robert F. Kennedy Medical Plan and the Juan de la Cruz Pension Plan for retirement farmer workers. As you can see, Cesar Chavez was able to fight for farmer workers' rights. He used his experience to successfully fight for civil rights for anyone working in the agriculture field. Cesar Chavez has made a huge impact in the agriculture community, and in 1922, Chavez was awarded the Peace on Earth Award by Pope John XXIII, calling upon all people of goodwill to secure peace among all nations. Okay, well that's all I have for y'all.